Let's move this squirrel or raccoon doggy toy. Oh, good morning everybody. Good morning. I'm feeling much better today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to have you here, and of course there's Lily as usual, making her debut every day. But and once again, for those of you that are new, I don't have any teeth on top. I am waiting to heal to wear my upper denture, just so you know. But today oh, and by the way, all the comments that you guys gave me yesterday, they were so wonderful. Again, you guys are the absolute best, and I mean it. Especially with somebody who's going through a tough time like I had the last couple days. It was really tough because I was suffering from loneliness. Like I said, it takes a few days for it to finally go away. And today I'm feeling much better. Yesterday, it didn't work out the way it was supposed to. My son and his girlfriend and their little girl were supposed to come over, but an issue came up with her job, and what it was is the air conditioning at her work. She works one day a week at a job, and then the rest she works from home. She works remotely, basically. And no. And I'm sorry, guys. And their air conditioning went down, so my other son, Josh, went to her work to fix that air conditioner, because that's what he does for a living. He's an HVAC person, and it took all day. So by the time she got home, it was around 3 or 3:30, if I recall. She had to do laundry and do everything to get ready for the week, and so it was too late to come over. So I went over, and it was wonderful. They live real close, so I drove over there, and she made a wonderful dinner. It was delicious. She made me some gluten-free ravioli. It was really good, and some Brussels sprouts. She toasts them in the oven. I mean, it was really delicious. So I had a nice little meal and spent time with them and my little granddaughter and their dogs. It helped me tremendously. In fact, that probably worked out better, because just getting out of the house and going over there helped me tremendously. I'm still dealing with the issue. I mean, there's no doubt that I'm dealing with the issue of loneliness. It does come and go. But like I said, it comes in waves. I'll be great, I'll be down. I'll be great, I'll be down. That's just the way it works. And I'm just feeling much better today. It felt really good to get out there, or to get over there. And I love their apartment. It is the cutest thing. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It has a fireplace. It has a balcony. It is the coziest, most comfy place. And it's in a very nice apartment complex. It's a really nice apartment. I love the size of it. Now that I live alone, I would never want a big place in any way, shape, or form. Just being in their apartment, it's so cozy. If I could afford it, I can't, because it costs. I can't afford that apartment. I would live in that apartment. It's such a nice, and they have a washer and dryer in there, everything, and the nice balcony, and it's just a really cute place. But anyway, getting there helped out, and they were wonderful to me. And my son was busy making candles, because they have a candle business for some really pure candles. They're just coconut and oh my gosh, my brain just went blank. But they're a pure candle, and so he was busy making the candles, and she was doing laundry, and it was just like family time, They were busy doing what they needed to do, well busy with, talking with me and with my little granddaughter. It was wonderful. Oh, I'm sorry, it was coconut and soy wax is what their candles are made out of. So they're just pure. But anyway, it was wonderful. So anyway, I feel better today. It's still something that has to be fought, as all people who live alone know. You have to go through your days of up and down. That's just the way it goes. And I'm going to ask all of you out there to say whatever you believe in. Prayers, wishes, healing vibes, whatever. To my sister Gloria. She is struggling right now. Her husband is in rehab. He has been in there a few weeks. And she is struggling with living alone. And she's struggling with her health right now. She had to go to the hospital. She was dehydrated and malnutrition. She hasn't had the desire to eat, and she is really struggling without her husband at home. They've been together, oh my gosh, since I was, what, I think 15? They've been together, yeah, 14 years old, around 14, 15 years old, and I'm 70. So they've been together a long time. So she is struggling. So from my sister Gloria, send your prayers and your wishes and your will healing, whatever you believe in, send it to my sister Gloria. She's struggling right now. She's lost without her husband, and I get it. I definitely get it. Believe me, living alone is not easy. But anyway, today I am talking about something I'm going on a weight loss plan, guys, yes. I'm not happy with my weight. I am 5'5", and I got on the scale this morning, and I was like, nope, time to get back down. I'm about 143, which for my height is not, no, it's not a whole lot. But I was much more comfortable and felt better when I was at a lower weight. So I'm going to take you on the journey with me. I will show you each week, once a week I will weigh myself. I will not do it more than that because I learned my lesson with that years ago. Once a week I will weigh myself, and I will show you what my weight is. And it's my fault. I have no one to blame but me. I've eaten more sweets than I should have. I've eaten more sugary things than I should have. And anytime I eat sweets or wheat, I've been eating wheat off and on. Wheat affects me terribly. It makes me bloat up. Grains in general can be pretty rough on the body, especially when you're older. I stay away from grains except as a treat now and then. I've learned a lot. If you're interested in what grains can do to your brain and your body, there's a book called Grain Brain by Dr. Perlmutter. And I'm telling you what, I eat grains and my weight goes up. Even gluten-free. I have to eat gluten-free. My weight goes up when I eat grains. And of course sugars and sweets. Not fats. People still believe that fats make you fat. No, they don't. When I went on an Atkins diet many years ago after my 5th child, I could not lose the weight come hell or high water. And I was exercising 2 hours a day, heart pumping, sweat dropping, dripping exercise every day. Couldn't lose an ounce. Then my doctor, I went to him after a year, and a year I did that and did not lose any weight. And that's when he looked at me and he said, it's the carbs, it's what you're eating. And then he said, go on the Atkins diet. I went on the Atkins diet, and in like that, in 2 weeks, I lost 12 pounds. It was that fast. So, yeah, I know from experience what that does, and I've been eating more than normal sweets, more than normal carbs, and I'm going to go back down to the low, very low carb way of eating. Because now that I'm older, I do have to be concerned about it. Any excess weight can cause problems with your hips, with your joints, your knees, your feet, any joints it can cause. And in my case, if I eat wheat, my fingers actually hurt from the gluten in the wheat. So if any of you are having issues with joints and things, you might want to rethink your eating grains, particularly anything with gluten, but particularly wheat. Wheat affects me overnight. I can eat something that's wheat, and the next day I'm bloated. My belly, my tummy is bloated. Wheat is bad. I don't care what anybody says. All these people out there, oh, you know, whole wheat's so good for you. No, it's not. So I'm going back down to that, guys, because I was just more comfortable at a lower weight. I was more mobile. I could move easier. My body just felt better. And by not having all the sweets and sugars and carbs and even the gluten-free breads, gluten-free stuff, it still adds weight because for me personally, grains just, yeah, they pack on the weight. And I'm going to go back to the way, actually the way I was eating when I was going through my severe anxiety and depression. I couldn't eat. I lost my appetite completely, but I forced myself to eat, of course, so I could stay alive. And the thing of it is when I was going through that severe anxiety and depression, I could not eat anything but what I knew I needed nutritionally. I knew I could not eat as normal, but I knew I had to eat to stay alive. So what I ended up eating while I was going through that year, it was just a little bit of meat, a little bit of veggies, occasionally a piece of fruit. I couldn't even handle the sweetness of the fruit. When I was going through the anxiety phase, I lost all my desire for anything sweet. It was the weirdest thing. I couldn't even stand to look at something sweet. I don't know what that was, what kind of a chemical change it was in my body while I was going through that depression and anxiety, but I couldn't even look at something sweet. I would walk in the grocery store, and when I would pass by the bakery, I would have to look away because just looking at the sweets it nauseated me. So, and I lost weight like that. I lost a ton of weight. I don't want to go that low again. I was 110, 112. And yeah, my legs were like this big around. But I do want to get down probably to, I'd say right now I'm about 143. I want to get down to between 125 and 130. That's a weight that I felt good at, but I don't want to go much lower because it can really affect your face. It can give you that really drawn look to your face, and I don't want that either. However, my biggest concern isn't how my face looks, it's how my body is doing as I get older. And excess weight can lead to, like I said, joint problems, health problems, diabetes, you name it. And I don't want to go there because that runs in my family very strongly. My sister that I've asked you to send your wishes to, she suffers from type 1 diabetes and has to take insulin every day. I don't want to go there. And when I got on the scale this morning and saw that weight, I thought, okay, it's time to get back to reality. You got to stop it. You got to stop with the sugar, the sweets, the carbs. I don't care if they are gluten-free carbs. They're still carbs that turn into sugar basically in your body. So I'm going to be on a much cleaner way of eating. I won't say diet, but a much cleaner way of eating. Like in the morning, I'm going to have an egg and 2 pieces of bacon. That's it. I'm not going to be snacking in between. If by chance I absolutely have to snack on something, it will be something healthy. It will be something like without my teeth now, I'm very limited on what I can't just chew on a piece of meat. It doesn't work that way. But I do have my blended meat up now that I'm dealing with this. So if I want to snack on something, I'm literally going to get a spoon and take a little dab of that blended meat to eat as a snack rather than a piece of candy or a piece of bread with butter and jam on it or anything that's not great for you and is high calorie. So I will be watching my calories. I will be watching the sweets and the carbs and all that. And I'm going to take you along. I'm not one who edits, so I'm not going to be showing you what I cook and what I eat, unless maybe by chance I happen to have it made and I might show you. But no, I'm not going to be editing like all the people do. I'm not into editing. It takes too much time and I won't do it. But I will share the journey with you by showing you my weight weekly. And I'm not in some rush to, lose 5, 6 pounds a week. No, I want to do this slowly and logically so that I can stick with the eating plan and get that weight off, because I'm not comfortable. It's just not for me. I feel better at a lower weight, and I want that feeling back, guys. It was a wonderful feeling. When I will admit it, when I was 112 at 5'5", I admit it felt good. My body felt really good. I can't describe it. It just felt so light and comfortable, and my belly flat as could be. I mean, I felt good, because that visceral fat around your belly, that's the dangerous fat. When you have visceral fat around your belly, that's dangerous. And I've got a little bit of that now from eating the way I have, and I want to get rid of it. That one leads to heart attacks and strokes and what have you. And now that I'm 70, no, I don't want to go there. So I will be taking this very seriously. I just kind of let go of what I wasn't really watching that carefully, how I was eating. After that year of basically starving, I would literally take a bite of something and I couldn't eat anymore because of my anxiety. And I lost 60 pounds in a couple of months, which is not good and not healthy. So I'm not doing that again. But I am going to get serious about it and watch those carbs, because those carbs are the ones that give you diabetes. Those carbs are the ones that make your joints hurt and swell and ache. And a lot of people don't want to believe that. They're stuck in the old ways of thinking with that horrible food pyramid. That thing was actually created, if you look it up, it was created to fatten up livestock. That's what our food pyramid in the U.S. was created for, to fatten up livestock. They decided to apply it to people. Well, we all know, in America, the obesity rate, the overweight rate, we all know that. We're talking obese, and I'm not talking, 20, 30 pounds over. I'm talking obese. And I'm going to take this very, very seriously, because as I get older, I don't want to be carrying any extra weight. I was shocked when I saw that number on the scale. I was like, whoa, 140. This morning, yesterday it was 142, and then this morning after eating wheat yesterday, it was 143. So yeah, that's how it works for me with wheat. Wheat is so bad. It has been messed with so much, it's no longer healthy. So, gosh, I gotta check the time, guys. I hate this. I think what I'm gonna do is tell Google to time me for a certain amount of time so I don't have to worry. But it's already 18 minutes, so it's going to shut off here shortly. So anyway, guys, thank you for all your love and caring, and I will see you tomorrow, maybe. I'm not going to say that. I'll see you in my next video, because I never know. But thank you for all your love and caring. I can't thank you enough, and we'll go along this journey together if you decide to lose weight.